recording special because I got a thing to do later. Woo!
Yeah, there's no extra this week because we don't have time and there's not enough news.
Oh, there's news. There's one very, very big piece of news going around the Tokuverse that we could talk about, but we would be here all fucking night.
Yeah, but more important news, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is out now. A remaster of all 3 original Mass Effect games. Go buy it. Go play this trilogy. It's fucking incredible.
It's time for me to do my new slay through, which is the playthrough where I kill everybody, including all crewmates.
No, you will play this game. You will love Grunt, and Grunt will be your baby forever. I love him. He's my baby boy.
There he is, peeking into the frame.
Yeah. Well, Kelly's brother gave me a freaking Grunt action figure, and I was like so happy.
Does he have grunting action?
No, but his head falls off really easily. So.
I have to ask, the one thing that you probably would find funny if you like Mass Effect is there was a blog called Mass Effect Transcribed that is scenes from the various Mass Effect games with YouTube transcribed captions.
Oh no!
Generated.
And it is beautiful. I'm just I think that it might be where that reaction image that I use, which is "I smart as a pancake," comes from.
Jerry, that's not an accurate picture of Garrus. He should be in the middle of some calibrations.
He's calibrating his dance moves.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Gar's not here this week because he's occupied with Ultra Ranger things, and you know,
we're recording earlier than normal because Final Fantasy XIV's digital fan fest starts the exact moment we would normally be starting Castranger, and I kind of don't want to miss it. This is my one selfish request. If Lane can take off to watch Star Wars, I can have this.
Hey man, Star Wars is life.
Well, 14 is my life.
It really is at this point. So hello. Let's cue the roll call.
Well, that was an underwhelming way to do it. We are live! Zenkaiger!
Connect. Loading. Broadcast.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and Impulsive, Greycaster, Lay!
Spark of Courage, the Power of Dreams, Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka!
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 341.
Hi. What, Blaze Pokemon?
Does someone have Pokemon of the week? Want to steal it
Anyone?
from Blaze?
Blaze? No one? Anyone? No? Jerry? Come on, Jerry. Shroomish!
Is it Shroomish?
It's Shroomish.
Invincible Shroomish, one of my favorite horde.
I was like,
I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god.
Shroomish before? Hold on, I'm checking this.
No, I don't think it's Shroomish. Maybe Shroomish.
It's
It is
Corfish.
Oh, it's Corfish?
Oh, it's Corfish.
I love Corfish.
Someone put Corfish picture.
Yeah, and though that Shroomish picture was hilarious. I did enjoy that.
There it is.
So we're a trio of Corfish that get together every week to talk about Super Sentai, Rider, and an extra thing, which that extra thing is just more Rider. So
Yeah. This week
sandwiches.
We get together every week to talk about sandwiches.
It has crazy things like this that are caused by the YouTube's old auto-generated caption.
Fun.
So
system.
we're mixing it up this week. Instead, we're doing the feature topic first, then Rider, then Sentai, because the feature topic dives into this week's episode of Saber, because the character from that special comes back, and we needed context as to why he's there.
Yeah,
So we watched it first.
Our feature topic is the Kamen Rider Saber, very heavy air quotes, movie.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like an hour and a half, but it was just an episode length.
Should have gotten the face of the week from the special. I didn't even think about doing that.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, it's called the Immortal Swordsman and the Book of Ruin, aka the movie with the Phoenix boy Falchion. So let's get into it.
All right.
Just one more.
Uh-huh.
One more.
Saw conflicts before anyone blogs.
Bullshit. Bloggers are
Cleaning
lightning
up-
fast.
Cleaning up the internet.
Oh, it's Dukemon.
Yeah.
Or
So-
Chibi Dukemon.
So
Cool.
the movie just
The movie!
the movie
The movie!
just opens mid-fight between Saber, Emotional Dragon, and Falchion. Already at it. In this really weird flash forward.
Okay. So I think because, 2020, it was a crazy fucking year. We all know it is. So I feel like they intended to make this like a really big Saber 01 Clash movie film, and then they didn't have time because of the whole pandemic and everything. So they were like, all right, let's just make a 22-minute short.
Yeah, it's safe to say COVID's really fucked the Toku movie franchises in general.
We just need another Tyson movie back, man.
It had a really cool henshin where they were all in a circle and it scrolled through them.
Oh yeah, the six-way henshin was pretty neat.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was cool.
Except most of the time it cut the rider off after their henshin, we couldn't see them. Like, especially
Oh, yeah,
Blades. As soon as he finished henshining, he was already out of frame.
It was great seeing Espada Kento again.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually put in my notes, I missed Espada so much.
right?
Do we know when this thing takes place?
It's
in the show?
definitely, within the first between 10 and 20, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, obviously it's before he died, so it's before episode 13.
Yeah. So I thought the funniest thing to come from this movie was, just fucking Falchion just comes out of nowhere. What's his name?
Bacht.
Bacht? Okay.
They pronounce it Bahato, but it's spelled B-A-C-H-T, so Bacht.
Okay. So, he's played by, of course, the guy who played Amazon Alpha and Amazons.
I don't recognize him. If I didn't know that in advance, I would never have placed him.
Oh no, dude, he's got that fucking long droopy ass hair and that smile and stuff. I recognize that a mile away.
You know what I don't recognize? The gross ass egg sticking out of his face.
Oh yeah, he's got a weird cracked
God.
scar thing on his. I will say, his rider suit's pretty fucking dope.
I like Falchion.
I like. Well, it's a nice. Well, I know you don't like orange, Ichi, but I like it's like a nice matte black with a bright fiery orange, and
I
he's the
might be
Phoenix.
biased because orange is my favorite color.
Now,
so.
The only thing I have to complain about is I didn't like his henshin because I hate that it just goes dead fucking
It goes
quiet.
silent, yeah. But that was kind of cool.
That
it
was
really
the
felt
point,
tense.
because his sword, the Mume Ken Kiyomu, the element of it is nothingness. So for his henshin to have like Muteki's saying, a void of sound is kind of on brand.
Did you guys also think that the video was broken for a moment before?
No, I knew it.
No,
and I like that we at least got a few seconds of the library henshin, even though we didn't get the full one. You know what I mean?
Is Falchion a pun because he's bird themed?
Yeah, it's because the Japanese word for phoenix is fushiso, which you could say is similar to the word falchion.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely it's a more involved pun than I realized, but I was just thinking Falcon, Phoenix, Falchion, it's.
Yeah, well, a falchion is a type of sword. It's the featured sword in Fire Emblem.
No, I know that it's a type of sword. I know that a phoenix is a bird and a falcon sounds sort of like falchion. So I was thinking that sounds like a stretch. I don't know if it's actually on purpose, but
it was also the original name of Ichi's rider OC.
Yeah, I remember that,
and then I changed it.
Yep, because Toei steals everything you love. So,
especially this week.
Yep. So there's this boy, he's looking at kids playing soccer, and he's like, oh man, I'd love to play with them, but I don't want to ask them.
And meanwhile, I'm over here like, oh no, we already had a soccer movie back at Gaim. Let's not do that again.
So then this shadowy figure, blinded by the light, covered by the light, and the shadows just it's you make your own story, and I'm just looking up hi Toma.
Why? What was the point of silhouetting him like that? We saw the hat, he said the catchphrase, we know who it is.
I don't know, maybe they thought it would make the moment not serious enough if you could see him.
love though that like everything's fucking bad's happening around, and then like May runs into the kid, and he's just like, "Don't worry, Toma and his friends will handle it." And I'm just like,
And he like
he doesn't know who those people are, May.
Also,
later he explains what Kamen Riders are.
Yeah, also stranger danger, just coming up to a kid on the street. And yes, she said Kamen Rider. She said it.
Yep, Kamen Rider Saber.
But yeah, when they show Toma all silhouetted talking to the kid, for a few minutes, I thought that was young Toma, and this was a flashback of him learning that catchphrase from someone else.
I actually thought that was young Toma at first too.
Me too.
Right? Like, why else would they silhouette him? But no, it's Toma, and they're just being artsy for the sake of being artsy.
Yeah, so fucking Tassel apparently lets us know that if Wonderworld gets fucking destroyed, our world will also be destroyed. Why? I don't know.
Because our worlds are connected.
They're connected. Yeah, I guess that's all I can really think of. But
can I just say, like, I am so sad that this quote unquote movie was pretty much ass. The plot gets exposited to us by Tassel off screen in the most rushed couple of sentences I've heard of the entire show. Oh no! The mortal swordsman is broken out of the Book of Ruin and he's angry and wants to kill humanity! Ah!
Jerry's fucking nailed it!
22 minutes of nothing.
It's the writer of nothingness. So this movie had to be nothing.
So he had to have a movie that was like just an episode.
He used his sword to destroy the movie.
That's incredibly meta.
Oh man. I will say there were some good things in this special. Like I liked when like you see all the Saber riders like walking like in a straight line, and it's like, oh fuck yeah, they're like ready to fuck shit up. And you get like a view of like their swords and belts and stuff. I thought that was cool.
I also really love watching Espada fly around on his fucking carpet.
Yeah, Toma, Rintaro, and Kento, they had like their dragon genie and fucking lion out with them, and I thought that was cool. Then we got a cool henshin sequence. It was dope.
I will say Falchion's henshin was pretty awesome.
He goes like dragons as well. Emotional dragon is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the 3 heads on it.
Yeah, emotional dragon just comes out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I know a movie has to have a movie form, but
Toma just willed it.
He emotioned it.
I mean, basically, because basically, Bacht is just saying to him, like I need to destroy fucking both worlds because, power leads to war and everyone dying and stuff, and we don't have that.
And then all of humanity will just lead to destruction, which will lead to nothingness anyway. But then Toma says,
Toma's just like, he's like, oh, we'll learn not to fight, and we won't fight, and Falchion's just like, what do you think we're doing right now?
Oh my god! Bacht is one of my least favorite kind of villains, where it's just like, yeah, you have a point, but you're being a real dick about it.
It feels like he's not like he truly cares about that, but rather that he's just being edgy for the sake of being edgy.
Yeah.
But we find out in the episode about him that we watched this week that that's not true. He's a perfectly good reason to be that way. So why does he act like it's just him being edgy?
To sell a ticket. But even though I'm not a fan of the design, I will say that I'm happy to see sword driver variants. We have his weapon, the Haken blade driver is his belt, and then Mumeiken Kiyomu is the Seiken. And I like that we're getting some variants, even if I don't like the result.
I also, what was I gonna say? Fuck. I like the use of pyrotechnics in this thing. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of flaming swords, with real fire, and I thought that was cool. Though I noticed one shot where Toma was holding his Rekka, and he it was on fire. You could totally tell it was made out of wood. It was totally just painted on the decals with a flaming sword, and I was like, all right. But Emotional Dragon was cool.
I really like the design, actually. It's a very interesting form. And
I hope it gets a figure.
The book itself is a palette swap of the Jao Dragon book. The design of the form is cool. The chime is interesting. And we get to see 2 other dragons that we haven't seen before. The
so,
white dragon of love and the black dragon of pride.
Yeah. So that was cool. And like even in the henshin you could hear like a female voice in there too.
So what you're telling me is Toma has channeled the power of the blue eyes white dragon and the red eyes black dragon.
Which one of those was the girl?
The white one.
I would guess the white one, but
Yeah. And then we got a bunch of the riders doing cool big ass hisatsus, which fucking Slash just went bananas.
I love that he just like shoots them and shrieks while falling off a cliff.
Yeah, no, that's totally in his style, and I fucking loved it.
When he does things, he does them big.
I also like that we got to see. I think we saw a move from Blades that we haven't seen before. He does Fantastic Blazer, which is his Sansatsugeki, which is like his level 3 rider kick. He
turns into a Pegasus.
He basically captures all his enemies in a blitzball dome and then rider kick them.
Yeah, and then fucking I actually like a lot of Kenson's stuff in this because he like fucking made himself like cloned himself and then just went all out.
Real ninja stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know if we've seen Buster's attack before with Doma Minoki, Big Bean Slash. I don't know if we've seen that before.
Discard no.
Oh, the other thing that I laughed at was like when May is talking to that kid. She's just like, yeah, so those are Kamen Riders. While you're off playing with your friends, Kamen Riders are fighting to save the world.
They're fighting to save your life.
And he even says, like, you're guaranteed a future, but Kamen Riders might end up dying for you.
So show some fucking respect.
And then we get the most foreshadowing rider I've ever seen, where fucking just, like, Toma just seals fucking Bacht back into the Book of Destruction, and he's just like, I'll be back sooner than you expect, and I'm just like, huh, he's right.
I'll be back again someday.
And he is.
I'll be Bacht.
Exactly, right?
There's the episode name.
And then the end of the movie just ends with, like, the kid waking up on the bench and still in front of the soccer, and Toma left him a book.
Yep.
Well, also, cool ending sequence with like pop-up book visuals.
It was almost kind of an ass move because he left him a copy of his book. It's like, here you go, kid. Such a fucking move. And then like May shows up with eclairs, but then for some reason withholds them from Rintaro, and you just watch him like tumble to the floor trying to get some, and I felt so bad.
I don't understand.
I think it's just a joke with them at that point.
I know, but now that we've had an actual conclusion to that, it feels fucking backhanded.
Let him use them.
Oh, you know what my favorite thing in this whole movie was? And I mean this unironically? The ending credits. The fucking picture book?
Yeah, with the picture book visuals and it having different pages for everybody.
That was actually super creative, and I wish we got more of that in the show.
No, that was pretty good. I like that.
And then at the end, it ends with Master Logos putting the Book of Ruin away in Southern Base. For now.
For now.
It's like Jumba putting Experiment 628 away, except this actually ended up having a payoff. I'm sorry if that cuts a little bit too.
That's fine.
Far.
So yeah, this special, like, it was cool, but like it was nothing.
Falchion was interesting to watch. His henshin and Emotional Dragon was kind of cool, but other than that, this was a fucking disappointment.
Yeah.
It was just a fight, basically. The whole movie was just one fight.
It was one fight stretched into an episode and calling itself a movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
With hastily tossed exposition.
So
if there was some sort of foreshadow to it in the show, like, oh, the Book of Ruin, oh no.
It's like they're almost gonna do that recursively with him showing up in the show and they're giving backstory.
They instead decided to do the opposite and just to bring him back after the fact. Which leads us into episode 34. So Ogami recovered real quick.
Well, hang on, I gotta give the face of the week.
Okay.
My boy! He's gone! Like, I know his sword was taken, but he had to disappear too.
Now,
God.
so that's at the end. But yeah, my immediate question is: so he got hit by both Falchion and Calibur's attacks. Does that mean that Caliber sealed him, or did Yuri just fucking die?
But didn't he become a human?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But like, maybe
Maybe he just like can't become a sword anymore. Now he's just a human.
no.
Hang on a second. Hang on. Keep talking. 1 second.
I think what's happened is he's only a quote-unquote human while he's in ex-Swordman. And maybe he goes back to what he was before when he's not in that form.
So he'll be stuck as ex-Swordman forever because he can't turn into anything else?
It's okay.
No, like,
It's okay.
when he
I
turned...
found him!
When he turned
He's right here!
Hold on, I gotta put your video back in the view.
He's right here!
Like,
Say it!
when he goes back to non-ex-Swordman, he goes back to being just part of the sword. That's what I think is happening.
It's okay. Psycho's right here. I found him.
It's okay, he's right here!
Like, I know that, like, Yuri's not, like, I'll admit that, like, Yuri's not really that, like, important to the plot anymore, and, like, he's not really that relevant of a character, but, like,
I think
come on!
I think he still has some relevance that he hasn't brought forth yet, if my theory is right.
I fucking love that. I love that.
Now he's ex-Swordman.
I love that shot though, where we get like a flashback of him like wielding like the sword of darkness and the sword of light, and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so apparently Yuri, Bacht, and some unnamed third guy who, even despite being the motivation for Bacht's anger, it doesn't even get a fucking name.
I 100% thought that was going to end up being either the old Saber or Caliber or something, but no, they never said.
No, apparently Yuri just wields both back in this time.
Because he's that cool.
I get 2 swords. Y'all just get some generic non-magic swords.
So Master Logos is pretty much just like, maybe I'll bring up Falchion to go take care of it since you guys fucking suck to Sabla and Durandal. And Durandel's like, no! I'll do it!
Let me
bring him! I'll do it!
Yeah, but so he opens the Book of Ruin, and the first thing Bacht does is try to murder the Master, but he fights him off. In fact, he explodes him, but he's immortal, so he comes back.
Yeah, so actually, when he shows up, I'm like, because like I watched the special and then I watched the Saber episode, and I was like, God, I love this guy now. He's actually really cool.
I also noticed that for some reason he doesn't have the gross egg sticking out of his face anymore.
No, he bathes in the Book of Destruction for a little while, so he's good.
10,000 years will give you so many eggs on your face.
Oh, it's good to be back. Yeah, I'm happy Falchi came back. He was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like he does like some moves and stuff, and then he's just like, I got new powers, I see. Well, it won't help you.
Yeah. So Toma has Yuri duel him because he noticed that during the battle last episode is when the portal to where Luna is being kept opened up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, all right, fight me so we can make this happen again. And for some reason, they choose a busy street with cars going by to have this magical sword fight.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, guys, come on.
At least go back to the park.
Yeah, for real.
It could be tied to that location. You don't know. Because wasn't that like the park where the 3 of them hung out?
Yeah.
I think
Like,
it is.
it stands to reason that location could have been relevant to why she was being awakened and revealed to them, but I guess not.
Yeah.
And so as the 2 of them fight, of course, Bacht, Bahato, however you want to pronounce the name, he shows up and interrupts the duel and starts fighting them. And we learn that Mumeken Kiyomu's special ability is the ability to negate the other Seiken, which makes sense for a sword based on nothing.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah.
The Baja Blast.
Yep. Bacto Blast.
Bacto Blast.
And as they fight, Bacht makes a comment about how Toma is a quote-unquote chosen one. So we're seeing a little bit more of Toma being some sort of actual chosen protagonist, which I'm looking forward to seeing that come to a head.
Will become the shiniest one.
Yeah. And yeah, so
I don't know what the
Yuri
that is.
Yuri tells the others that him, Bacht, and some unnamed third guy were part of the same League of Knights 1,000 years ago. The third guy was seduced by power and killed Bacht's family for some reason. They never really went into what power he was seduced by or why. The third guy might be disaster. Oh, that's an interesting thought.
That actually
Ooh.
would explain a lot if the third guy ends up being who he was before.
Oh my god, can we have Falchion fight Disaster? That'd be dope.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to see that.
that's a very good theory. I like that.
I like that very much.
It would also explain why they haven't said his name yet.
Also, yeah, so we find out that basically, like, this guy killed Bach's family, and, like, that's why he just decided, you know what, if I don't have what I love, then everyone else can have nothing too. Well, because if you think about it, he's like the swordsman with the sword of nothingness, and he lost his everything, which now he has nothing, so that he just decided everyone else should also have nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, now knowing his backstory makes him a lot more interesting in the special, because we find out his actual fucking reason.
Nice,
So
Kaguya.
That should have probably been in the movie, but
Disaster is
like,
some sort of unique Megiddo. We don't know all of his story yet.
like, I feel like if this movie happened when Psycho was already like in the show, it would have been a lot more interesting, because it would have been like a Psycho Falchion movie, and it would have been like really cool.
But no, instead we get that in this episode.
Yeah. Blades also kicks Durandal's ass really easily.
Well, they try to, and then fucking Falchion interrupts that fight too.
No, he's just fucking Kamen Rider interrupt.
And he almost murders Rentaro!
He does almost murder Rentaro.
But, so Bach makes a comment to Toma that he's going to be consumed by a great power someday. And meanwhile, I'm over here like, wait, didn't we already have that with Primitive Dragon?
Yeah, he just shows up, he's just like, you better watch out for this primitive dragon. You mean this power-up I'm using?
You mean this one? No, we're friends, it's cool.
Ah, shit!
Fuck!
He's just behind on the show.
No, there's an even greater power that you're gonna get even more consumed by!
just
Even primitive dragon.
yeah, even older dragon, oldest balls dragon.
Primitive dragon.
Oh man.
Phoenix Dragon, yeah.
The Karen dragon.
So yeah, Psycho pushes Saber out of the way and takes Hisatsu's from both Caliber and Falchion at the same time. And so we see Yuri disappear into the Kogoken, and like I said earlier, it's not very clear if Kento actually sealed the Kogoken Psycho, or if they just straight up double murdered him.
I really hope Yuri's not gone. He's my favorite character.
Either way, he's probably not going to be around for a while.
No, I'm so sad. He's so cool.
But Caliber shields Saber from Falchion after that, which is interesting. I think they're slowly wearing Kento down into rejoining them.
Yeah, like Kento's just doing that fucking tsundere thing. He's just like, no, I future bad, Baka.
Well, he's just seen a lot of stuff, and I think that every time he looks at them, especially Toma, he just sees all the pain he saw them go through in the other world.
Yeah.
I mean in the other different futures he saw,
In
not
the
other
visions.
worlds. Yeah. I don't know why I said it that way. Sorry.
Okay. And then, of course, Sabla, that smoky bitch, steals the Kogoken while no one's looking.
Yeah, and she's like, Master Logos is gonna love me! And I'm like,
got it.
no. Hee I got it!
Got item!
Level up!
And the episode ends with Luna finally appearing in the real world.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Also Sora got a pin.
Yeah. Oh boy. Because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, but they also talked about him possibly, if he could become a swordsman, he'd be the swordsman of the sky because his name is Sora.
He'll just take fucking Hayate from Ren.
Oh my god, yeah. Please. Little baby Kenzan.
Oh my god, could you imagine tiny Kenzans?
I mean, we already got the Kid Deno suit, so...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tiny little Kenzan swords.
Yep.
We need more kid. You know what? That's what Rider needs in the next Rider series. Make a fucking Rider that's actually a fucking kid.
Kids on, nice.
I mean, the closest we've gotten is Nico from
Yeah.
fucking X-Aid.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it would be funny if they had a rider who was a kid, but instead of being like the happy-go-lucky sort of character you'd expect, they're the edgiest one.
Oh yeah, just fucking
take
like
it more-
edgy
like,
12-year-old with
Yeah,
just a
like
lot
a
of
12-year-old
parody.
boy who starts like, you guys are all messing around when we seriously have to do world-saving stuff, and then they look at each other like, what has this 12-year-old gone through?
Hot topic.
I'm sorry, that was
You and I'm so sorry.
a good answer.
Yeah. Okay, so next week's episode, they'll finally have gathered all the books, starting that weird ritual that Logos has been going on about, and Emotional Dragon comes back, because why not?
Yeah, like the next episode's like I am a god.
Yep.
So that'll fucking Logos is scary.
Yeah.
And like, what better person to play him than fucking Gento's actor? Because Gento's actor is just—he's good at being wild and crazy.
He's good at being so fucking needlessly extra.
Yeah, because like literally, if you've not watched Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, he plays the 6th Ranger Shinken Gold, and Gento's like a fucking blast in the show.
His first henshin and battle in Shinkenger is like my favorite scene in the whole show.
Also, he has like one of the best lines ever in Kamen Rider Decade. Just Kamen Rider, not this on you.
And now he knows what a Kamen Rider is.
Because he is a Kamen Rider.
Yeah.
Oh man, but no, Saber continues to still be good. So yeah.
Even though its movie was shit.
Well, that was like a little mini movie. We haven't gotten like the Saber movie yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we still need to watch the 01 movie.
I mean, I've watched it, but yeah.
Oh, I need to.
Well, you better watch it in real time.
All right. Anyways, change to Senkai.
We have
Noon World.
we have yet another challenger for stupidest monster of the week.
Moon World.
Fucking
I have to say though
Noon World.
that power of having it always be noon and never night or any time where you can rest or eat, like that is actually terrifying.
So in Noon World, do they have Overwatch and McCree's just the only character?
Yeah, all I could think of was it's high noon like the
It's
entire
high
time. And I
noon.
don't even play Overwatch.
It's still high noon.
I like the meme where it's just like this kid and he like has a cowboy on and a hat on. And he just points a Nerf gun. He's just it's 12 o'clock. Right. So we have Noon World, and we get to learn more about Zox and Flint and why they're doing what they're doing, because apparently they went to SD-topia.
That's the world where SD Gundam lives.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So they turned into SD Gundam. But
I literally thought of you, Emily, as soon as I heard that, because I'm like, Emily would love to live in SD-topia.
I am sorry, but I'm not gonna lie. My thought was just I don't think that's a curse. Like, I would much rather be a mascot creature. Like,
So also it's thanks to this episode I learned that SD means super deformed. I didn't know that.
Yep.
You actually didn't know that?
No.
Oh.
I think
I'm
I
like,
found
oh,
out.
super deformed Gundams. That makes sense. Wow. Look at them. They're so cute.
They must have had a
I
bad.
know.
They must have had a bad run-in with
Baku Netsumaru!
Captain Gundam Zero, the Wing Knight. I want to rewatch that show. Oh my god.
I don't know
Superior.
if it's good or concerning that you thought of me when you heard of SD-topia.
Oh yeah. So we actually get to see what those two looked like as humans. So that was cool.
Let me just
Yeah,
say
I'm
that.
glad that's something we saw now and not something we'd have to wait the whole show for.
Let me just say real quick that commercial of the SD Gundam toy line lives in my head rent-free and has been forever.
Oh
I've never
yeah.
seen this, so
I favored it on YouTube. You gotta watch it.
You gotta watch the actual show. It's great. You fucking Bakunetsumaru is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal.
The one Gundam commercial I remember is this really old one that pronounced Gundam incorrectly.
How do they say
and
it?
said, "We're gonna need top Gundam pilot."
We're gonna need a goddamn pilot.
Yeah, I know.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic is a hedgehog. Alright. But yeah, so the Noon World, it turns out his power is not as complex as we thought. He just makes more suns. But honestly, that's terrifying.
Just burn the planet to a crisp.
That is my nightmare, honestly. I
know,
hate summer.
I know. Can you imagine how hot it would be? Like the entire surface of the Earth would be like an oven.
Yep.
The best attention to detail. I love the attention to detail in the show because, like, after they've been experiencing Noon for so long, you can actually notice that the Zenkaiger Kikainoids have bags under their eyes.
Oh yeah, everyone does.
It is such good attention to detail.
Yep.
Can you imagine just how horrible that would be? Like, can we have dinner yet? No, it's still noon. But it's been noon for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Or the poor kids.
Yeah, the kids want to like go home, but they're like, "Oh no, come back in and play. We'll wait for your parents." And they're like, "They're right there."
Although technically, if it's always noon, it should be always lunchtime.
Oh
yeah,
man.
Which actually would be a curse and a blessing at the same time. Because you'd be at school, you'd be trapped, but you wouldn't have to do any classes.
You'd have lunch.
Yeah. And of course, because Zox isn't from Earth, like he wakes up and he has like the best sleep of his fucking life.
Yeah, because
like,
they're just camping on their ship in space.
Yeah. Also, Flint was in like some kind of like nightgown thing, and I was like, "Oh."
I didn't even notice.
I've seen some gravure photos of Flint's actress, and
of course you have.
She's a looker.
But I mean, that's not Flint. Even though I'm not saying Flint is not also a looker by proxy, but
I like the gold Sweaker family. They're a fun bunch of rascals.
Gold
Wait,
tweakers?
Gold Suika? They're named Gold Watermelon?
No, Suika. It's from like it's a hodgepodge of a bunch of different meanings, but I think the primary meaning they want is the like Tsukai, like exciting.
Yeah, like we know now his name is pronounced Sue Kaiser, but everyone's still calling him Two Kaiser. And I'm like,
but it's meant to be a pun on two, so.
Yeah, is it? I'm not even sure anymore.
Oh, is it not?
Like,
I thought
what?
that his whole thing was just saying.
I think his name's supposed to be like Excite Kaiser.
Yeah, it's like it's also because the word Tsukai means like a user, and he uses the gears. So like Tsu Kaiser means like exciting gear user ruler. You know what I mean?
So
also,
yeah.
I love that Wally kept like bashing his fist on the ground, and the bird's just like, "All right, buddy, calm it down a bit."
Okay.
Like,
It really felt like every little bit of evidence per episode that the bird is the mastermind just keeps piling
Every
up.
episode before now, it's been like a feeling we've been having. This is definitive proof that the bird is in charge. I have
the
no
bird is in
doubt.
charge.
I
No,
have
and
no
I am
doubt.
100% happy with that. I want the bird to be the bad guy.
After this episode, zero doubts anymore that the bird is the one in charge.
Oh, also, Sechan runs on fucking batteries.
That was like that was like
Ibo.
shocking and then hilarious. That you just watch Sechan fucking die.
Well, he's like an Ibo. Like he has to be charged. He's on rechargeable batteries.
He just collapses. Oh my god, the bird is dead.
Also, it's funny now that ever since fucking Zox showed up, we haven't seen Stacy that much because literally he stole his thunder.
Although it looks like Ichirude may be working on possibly a power up for Stay Caesar.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Well, I mean, he lost a bunch of his gears, so.
The name Stay Caesar still cracks me up.
Right.
I love Stacy.
I think the joke is stasis, because like
maybe, but like his name is Stacy.
Oh yeah. Can I just say this episode has absolutely not helped in making me like Zox and crew, because Zox doesn't get.
It's called Twitter.
As we see in this episode, Zox does not give a fuck about humanity and doesn't mind shooting up hostages if he can get to the monster.
Okay.
Where he hasn't learned yet.
Okay, yes, exactly. And remember, if you remember, the Gokaijers were like that too in the beginning.
Which
They were
makes
just here to get the treasure. They didn't give a fucking shit about saving people.
Which makes him boring, annoying, and unoriginal.
No, but I like that. I like that he's just kind of like he stole their look. He's stealing like they're from a pirate world. So like, of course, he's a pirate. Pirates don't give a shit about other people.
Yeah.
But like now we know that they have a purpose because they want to get their two little brothers to go back to normal.
Because
so, like,
the brothers fucked around and got in trouble and then got cursed. So they're literally working to undo their own fuck up. So now I don't even care about their motivation.
Oh, I do. Aww.
Like everything I see just makes me like him less.
And what I did like that Kaito fucking like went off on him though. That was awesome. That shows that the Kaito cares so much.
I mean, that is completely fair. He kind of earned getting gone off on.
And then we actually get a really badass roll call where like the Zenkaigers are taking shots and they're fucking defending some people and they're just still doing their fucking roll call and they're still getting shot at. And I was like, fucking
taking
damn.
shots. That wasn't what I was thinking.
Yeah. So
they're just drinking and
shots.
Someone needs to make that MV real quick.
Oh no.
But yeah, that was interesting. And then we see fucking Tsukaiser's Orin form bash the fucking shit out of a vehicle while he's fighting.
Yeah. This is why I wish Gar was here because I want to like actually find out if in O-Ranger they were all about like martial arts like to that degree.
I don't know. And then we get to see
exactly.
We get to see Orin form's finisher, Chodiki Star Knuckle. That was kind of badass.
Mm.
He basically used Wizard's Big Ring and just punched down through a portal and his fist goes big.
Yeah. No, I like the way he uses his two forms. They're really cool. Yo-ho! I love that.
And my favorite part was when he defeats Noon World and like the sky goes back to midnight darkness and this is for the FF14 fans who may be listening, but oh my god, this episode is Shadowbringers. They defeated the Light Warden.
They just all passed out. Can you blame them though?
They defeated the Light Warden and returned the night sky to the first.
I just liked how like pissed off Majine was, and then she's just like, "Alright, we're fucking do this, Kaito, let's go!" And he's like, "Oh, alright, let's do it, Major time."
Majine fucking snapped.
Yeah, if she doesn't get enough sleep, she's one of those people who just goes feral.
Well, no, she was more pissed off because she's like fortune telling, like embraces the nighttime. So like,
yeah, she was like, I need my mysterious nighttime energy to fortune tell. Yeah.
Like, I was cool with her getting pissed off, but then she goes and says that, and I'm like, that's such a lame reason, but alright.
Fortune teller. Like, I love these guys.
And a terrible one that no one asked for.
Aww.
I still don't like her either.
And then they win with solar power or solar watching sunglasses.
I will say, the funniest shit the whole episode is while they're doing the Zord battle, Kaito just absolutely struggling and then failing to stay awake.
Yeah.
Just like
the sleep-deprived Sentai was kind of weirdly related.
Just like Kaito, like, alright, we need to do the Hisatsu, and Kaito's just out.
Out.
That was good. I like that. And then after they beat him, the Megazord just plops over and passes out also. I like that. That was kind of funny.
Even the Megazord is sleep deprived. But I mean, since it's made of sentient beings, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the episode. The next week's Zenkaiger is all I could get out of that was Demon Tag.
Yeah, it's to what's it called? Setsuban?
I have no fucking clue.
It's some cultural thing that we won't get.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, they had a whole episode all about mochi.
I will say after like two episodes I am 100% down with the Gold Sweeker family. I love these guys. They're a fun bunch of rascals, and I can't wait to see them grow throughout the show.
I just want to see Estitopia.
Oh, I'm sure
I
we
also
will.
hope we get to see SD-topia.
No, you know what that means? If SD-topia is in one of the Tojiro gears, we're eventually gonna get an SD world, like a monster.
He's just gonna be a little tiny thing.
Turn everybody into mascots.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
He's
imagine.
running up to it like, please.
No, he just turns the Zenkaiger Kikainoids into fucking.
It's a little
like,
mascot,
SD.
and that's what the plushies will be based on.
Yeah. There you
Oh
go.
my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Now
I don't want to
that's-
get my hopes up because that's just like a complete guess out of nowhere. but-
Now that's how you sell toys.
Exactly.
Even if they had a plushie world, that would be cool. Just turn everyone into plushies
At
for the
this-
episode.
At this point, literally fucking nothing is off the table anymore. They could
No,
do
this-
a world based on fucking anything now.
I don't
Nothing
want
will
to
s-
see. I do not want to see effing anything world. That sounds terrible.
Nothing will surprise me anymore. 10 episodes in, and the mystique on the Monster of the Week design is gone. Noon World, Moji World. Come on, man. At least have some subtlety and cleverness. No, don't just, oh, here's this random thing from Japanese culture. Make everyone do that.
Oh my god. That's what I want Guntopia. Everything's a gun.
So America.
Oh! Shots
sorry.
fired!
Literally.
I don't actually think that about America, but that's the
No.
stereotype.
I have a lot of friends who are Americans and they're lovely people.
If
I
You know who
agree
you
with
are.
you know,
Right now, they're doing a much better job than we are.
you know, it'd be funny
Yes.
if they did a
Mm.
crossover with Saber and we get Book World.
I would love to see. Would it just be Wonder World?
Probably.
Oh god, he like makes a monster based off like Tassel or something.
Oh God, Tassel World.
Tassel World?
He's got the hair and the hat.
Collection!
That would be scary. Just a little bit scary.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
don't
I
know
just
why I'm laughing so much.
You know what I just thought? I hope Sechan becomes like a mech, and I hope the
I
Evil
hope
Bird
so
becomes
too.
a mech as well.
I hope so too.
I feel like it's gonna be part of like their final mech, maybe.
Oh, they need to make a premium Bandai like DX Sechan.
I agree. There
That'd be cool.
I'm
I'm
surprised-
surprised they never made a Navi.
I'm surprised they haven't made a Sechan.
Yeah, just make them a little bit tinier in scale, and then just make them electronic and says Sechan things.
Speaking of toys, I'm waiting for. Where the fuck is fucking the Durandal sword? Where's Kaiji?
Where's Stacy's fucking gun for like an
The
advertisement?
Gyardo Zinger? I might even buy
Yeah.
that.
Right? No, they haven't announced Sabla's weapon or Durandal's.
People are thinking of those. They might put those two out as a 2-pack. I think.
I can see that happening.
I kind of
That
hope
would
not,
be-
because I don't want Noroshi.
Aw. You like bugs?
No.
No.
Fucking no.
I could buy it if you want.
Maybe if they do a 2-pack, we
It's
can go in on it.
no.
Yeah, I did see there have been some spy shots of Noroshi and Kaiji in the Bandai offices, so it's being prototyped. But I feel like it should have been ready by now, you know, because these riders have been
Yeah.
around for weeks.
Everything's a bit slow now. So.
I know. That's why I'm not actually angry about it, but I'm like, I'd like some confirmation that it's coming.
Yep.
But I mean, I guess that is confirmation, or as much as I can expect for now. So yeah, thoughts on Zenkaiger going forward? It made me laugh, but I'm not having fun.
Oh, I'm enjoying this immensely. It's just every episode's a fucking joy. I love it. More, please.
Emily?
I've honestly really been enjoying it too. It's just fun to watch. It's fun to see, and I like the characters a lot.
All right. So that is Castranger for this week. Just as a reminder, we didn't do extra this week because we recorded earlier than normal this week because I am live streaming the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Fest at 9 p.m. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's already happened, so my VOD will be up in the next day or so.
Yep.
We will. I will apologize with a nice extra long extra episode next week.
Oh yeah, we'll bring the funny. You guys bring the memes. Gather your memes. We love the memes, especially me. I love memes.
Yes.
Memes make me happy.
So, in terms of the main show, Kikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. So, I'm very eager to find out what the fuck happened after the Decade Mansion special last week, so we're going to be doing the other one, Zeo versus Decade, 7 of Zeo. Oh god, what am I in for?
It's 7 Sogos, I know that for sure.
Oh god!
That was an evil laugh.
That was so funny though. Fucking Gar, like, oh, which one? There's gates there. I'm like, no, Gar, they're all Sogo. Yep. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, Sogo.
Alright, so, primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there you can find our Facebook page where I post thumbnails, our Twitter account, our Patreon where you can pledge to help us make the show better, our Discord server where you can chat with cool fans like these and listen live to our recordings, our merch store where you can buy t-shirts, office supplies, hoodies, and masks with our emblems on them. And I think that's about it.
Oh.
Alright, so thank you all once again for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. We will see you next week where we return to some form of normalcy.
Thank you for listening, everyone. Take care.
So long.
Hopeful normalcy, depending on what happens with that big piece of news that's going around right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.